If you ever sit down to work and somehow the day just disappears into emails, messages, and little interruptions and distractions, then this video is for you. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sharon, and today I'm going to show you how to use focus time in your Google Calendar. It's a really simple feature that helps you protect your time and actually get things done. I use this all the time in my own virtual assistant business, especially for managing my client work, and it's made a huge difference to how my days actually feel. Now, just a quick heads up before we start, focus time is only available on Google Workspace Business Standard plans and higher. So if you're using a free Google account or the Business Starter plan, you won't see the focus time option. But don't worry, I'm going to be sharing a simple workaround later in the video so you can still kind of get the same result. So just what is focus time? Well, it's a type of calendar event that blocks out time in your calendar, marks you as busy, and can automatically decline meeting invitations. So instead of hoping that you'll find time to get the work done, you're actually protecting it in advance. So to add focus time to your calendar, firstly click on where you want the focus time to be. So for example, I'm going to say 6 o'clock on Wednesday. So at the top of this event box, you'll see things like event, task. There is one called focus time. So if you click on there and give it a clear name, something like email management, content creation, client work, research, whatever it is, you need to give it a name so that you know what it is you'll be doing during that particular time. So I'm going to say email management, for example. Choose how long you want the event to be. So I'm just going to say for half an hour. And if you want to, you can set this as a recurring event. So I'm going to say every weekday. I don't want it repeating on a weekend, just every weekday, Monday to Friday, 6 till 6:30, email management. Now, I'm not going to be doing this at 6 o'clock in the morning, don't worry. The next feature is automatically decline meetings. Now, I think this is actually one of the best features about using this focus time. You can choose whether you want to decline only new meeting invitations or new and existing invitations. I'm going to leave it as just new meeting invitations. So you can see a message here says declined because I'm working with a client. This is a message that I changed on the last focus time that I set up, so it's automatically kept the same message. You can put whatever you want in there. I'm just going to keep it as is just for the sake of this example. But this automatically decline meetings is especially helpful if you're constantly getting meeting requests. If you click on here where your calendars are, it will tell you that it's automatically set as busy. You can set the default visibility for your calendar, and you can also set whether or not you want a notification beforehand. Once you're happy with everything, just click on save. It asks you whether or not to confirm that you want to automatically decline new meetings during this time. So I'm going to say yes, save and decline. And that time is now protected. You'll know that it's set as focus time because you'll see the headphone icon next to the event title. So you can see I've got other events here that are set as focus time because you can see the headphones. And that's it. Now, if you use a free Google account or a paid Business Starter account and you don't see the focus time option, here's a really simple workaround. Just create a regular calendar event instead. So click on your calendar and create a normal event. Give it a clear name like focus time or deep work. Set your time as usual. Change your availability to busy. And if you want to, add a note like do not book over this. If you want to get into the habit of using this, then again, set it as a recurring event in your calendar. Now, you won't get the automatic decline feature, but you can still block the time in your calendar and protect your schedule. So as a virtual assistant, my day could easily become reactive with emails, messages, quick requests, and so on. So I use focus time to stay in control of my client work. I've got time allocated to clients that's kind of floating around in my calendar, meaning that I can move those blocks around if I need to. But the client work that needs to be done on a certain day at a certain time, that is set up as focus time, so it doesn't conflict with anything. And if anybody is trying to set up a call or a meeting with me during that time, then they automatically get declined as it's a dedicated block of time for my client. You could also use focus time for your own administration. So for example, set up recurring daily blocks for your emails instead of checking them constantly or leaving them all until the weekend. You could use it for content creation. If you've got content to create, for example, social media posts or videos, block it out as focus time so you know you won't get disturbed or distracted whilst doing it. You could use it for your invoicing. So you could set up a weekly or monthly block to get all of your invoicing done so you know you'll be staying on top of your cash flow. Focus time just works, and I think it's because it's less about the feature and more about the habit. So you're kind of deciding in advance, this is when I'm going to be doing this particular type of focus work. That makes a huge difference to your mindset. So I'd love to know if focus time is something that you'll try, or maybe you're already using it. Let me know in the comments below. And if you are already using it, let me know what you use it for, as you might give me a few new ideas for myself. If you know somebody else who could benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. As they say, sharing is caring. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye for now.